Hey, so this is the first part. Before we look at my bookcases, let's just take a second to worship at the shrine of Mr. David Bowie. And these are some more of my wall of geek. Isle of Dogs. Not I love dogs, but Isle of Dogs, of course. But I do love dogs. Raiders of the Lost Ark. And Guardians of the Galaxy, best Marvel movie made. E.T. of Mr. Bob Dylan. Blade Runner, 2001. Alita, and of course good old Flash. And over here on the walls we have Dark Knight Returns, Star Trek, The City on the Edge of Forever, Dalek Blueprint, got Superman watching over everything, and My Neighbor Totoro. And then we've got good old Harley, my role model, and Captain America, and K9. As you can see, there's a bit of a Doctor Who theme, Akira, and then we go to the fireplace. This is the wall of books, of course. Watching over them is Marty, and then some more Doctor Who stuff. And Playmobil Back to the Future, and the King himself, Iggy Pop, and the Queen, Devo. And there's a Dalek, and there's a Dalek. And down here we have Mr. Kirk, Captain of course, and then 2000 AD, Spidey, and Batman. So that's the posters, and let's walk back to the bookcase. So this is the first bookcase, and the top shelf, if I pan out a bit, is omnibuses. So I've got the first two volumes of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern, with Hal Jordan guarding them. And then I've got the Aquaman by Jeff Johns, guarded by Aquaman himself. And the first two volumes of Flash by Jeff Johns. There's a theme there. Batgirl by Gail Simone, one of the best writers in comics. And then my all-time favourite, treasured possession in omnibus, The Fourth World by Jack Kirby. Absolutely stunning. I did an overview of that with some other books a few months back. And then New Teen Titans 3, 4 and 5. Volume 1's coming out again, so I'll get that. And of course Cyborg watching over them. And then down here we have more as in more Alan Moore stuff. I'm not very good at puns, so I do apologise. So first of all, we've got DR and Quinch. There we go, that's DR and Quinch, which is bloody hard to get now. And then we've got Skiz. Let me just try and hold that like that. Which was basically, don't know if I can get this out, so let me just... Yeah, we got Skiz, which was basically it's basically what would happen if E.T. landed in Birmingham, England. So it's a bit like there was an old 80s series called Boys from the Black stuff about unemployment in Liverpool, and it's a bit like that. It's like, what would E.T. be like if it's like in a real working class environment in the UK? And next to that, the Ballad of Halo Jones, one of the classic sci-fi tales by Alan Moore. Then the full run of Saga of the Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, From Hell, Watchmen, V for Vendetta, Captain Britain. This is the UK omnibus, so it cuts out quite a lot of the crappy Chris Claremont stuff. Batman Killing Joke, and then from there, oh by the way, that's Ambush Bug watching over Alan Moore's stuff. I think he's reading a book of his there. And then we move on to my Grant Morrison stuff, but before that, watching over Grant Morrison is Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. So we've got Zenith volumes, all complete volumes. I think there's 4 volumes in that. Really, really nice. If you can get hold of that, go on the 2000AD shop.com. Fantastic story, and one of the best superhero stories ever. The complete JLA by Grant Morrison. his Superman run, All-Star Superman, and then we leap from Grant Morrison to Milestone, my favourite superhero unit. Oh, sorry, it was Final Crisis, and then from the Milestone Compendium #1, second compendium's coming out soon. My favourite superhero universe, and I've got Fourth World by John Byrne. Quite like that actually. It's quite a good spin on Jack Kirby's creations. And then we've got the classic hard travelling heroes, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, deluxe edition by Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams. And then this is why I've not got the third Green Lantern omnibus. I've got Green Lantern Brightest Day. In the UK they did some nice hold on, I'm going to no, it's okay. Did some hardback graphic novels which you couldn't get in America, and they did Brightest Day in in like a cheaper format omnibus, and then the spin-offs, War of the Green Lanterns and War of the Green, and the epilogue, and then we've got Far Sector. So that basically has all the Jeff Johns Green Lantern stuff now. And then we've got Far Sector by N.K. Jemisin, my favourite Green Lantern story. Green Lantern, the latest one, I've forgotten who the writer is for that. And then Flashpoint, Kingdom Come, and then different versions of the Flash. Got Jeff Johns' Flash, that finishes off Jeff Johns' run, what was in the third omnibus, which I've not got, so I don't need to get it. And then we've got the Francis Manipul, first 12 issues, and then the latest iteration of the Flash, and I've got the Starman Compendium, and after that we've got 12 of Judge Dredd. And moving on to the bottom, this is my wall of Batman and other DC stuff. So a lot of Black Label stuff, Hellblazer, Suicide Squad, Joker, Harley, and then Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, Swamp Thing by Ram V, great series, and Justice League Dog by Ram V. And down there is a wall of Batman titles, included some really nice noir ones, which black and white versions of Dark Knight Returns, Dark Knight Strikes Again, and Court of Owls. And guarding my shelves, we've got Azrael, Dark Knight Returns Batman, and the main man himself, Lobo. So that's those shelves, and I shall now stop the video and do another part afterwards, show my next shelves. Okay, bye.